Hey LA, are you there?
Hey Nahre, I'm here. What's up?
Hey, I wanted to ask you a question. First, listen to this. Sounds like a James Brown song, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not. What is it about this that we're both hearing that makes us think of James Brown? What's going on musically that makes James Brown sound like James Brown?
1, 2, 3, 4. Get up, get on up.
Screams, spins, and splits all make for a great show, but what was the minister of the new super heavy funk doing? To answer that question, we have to go back to 1964 when funk was born.
So a lot of people say that funk started with Papa's Got a Brand New Bag in 1965. Others say it started in 1967 with Cold Sweat. But James Brown says in his autobiography that his sound really started to change in 1964 with his album Out of Sight.
You got your highest sneakers on.
Out of Sight was another beginning, musically and professionally. You can hear the band in me start to move in a whole nother direction rhythmically. The horns, the guitar, the vocals, everything was starting to be used to establish all kinds of rhythms at once. I was trying to get every aspect of the production to contribute to the rhythmic patterns.
Know you're out of sight.
Brown got away from melodies. His music was very rhythmically focused. Even the timbre, his delivery style was percussive.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made funk such a grooving, such a popular sound, because even the musicians, they're not really always singing. It's more group chanting,
Yeah.
but it's not driven by a series of chords. It's driven by rhythmic interactions.
And not only was he using every instrument to add to the song's rhythmic pattern, but he was creating a whole new pattern. So most music of that era gave heavy emphasis to the backbeat on the 2 and the 4 of the measure. It sounded like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What James Brown did was he put the emphasis on the 1, on the downbeat of the measure. And that sounds like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, make it fun. Make it fun. Ha, make it fun.
Emphasizing the 1 created space in the groove so that the band could add syncopation to the other beats. Syncopation is just placing rhythms or accents in places where we don't expect it. So if these are the strong beats, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Syncopation is just putting accents in between the strong beats. So it sound like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and boom, get boom, get boom, get boom, get boom.
So here are some of the observations that I picked up while listening to James Brown songs. The first thing is that his voice is very unique. The quality of how he sings is almost shouting and singing. It's somewhere in between. And his melodies and phrases are more like stabs rather than long lyrical melodies.
This is James Brown, and we're doing sound feel, y'all. Make it funky. I do what I can to mimic him and to give it a little heavier rasp, you know, so I'll growl a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I just want to do my thing, you know, moving, grooving like a love machine. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
James would take very simplistic approaches. He would take a lyric and give it rhythm, and then he would wrap it with his soul and dip it in funk. Ha! That was preaching. You know, when they would preach, they would, ha! You know, it's called hooping.
It's all from the black church. His influence was more the preachers than the singers per se. His phrasing and then saying, you know, at the end, and the preachers, they are performing in a style that generates responses from the congregation. James Brown does the very same thing on stage. He is catering to the needs of his audience, and they understood and they identified with his performance, and that's why he remains so popular. At the same time, it is also the reason why he did not crack really the pop charts. It was too much. It was just too black.
Yeah.
Do you remember the song that I played for LA, the one that sounded like James Brown? Well, it's pretty close. It's actually Bobby Byrd, James Brown's songwriting partner, sidekick, and hype man. Listen to James Brown calling out for Byrd on his hit song, Sex Machine.
Bobby, should I take him to the bridge? Go ahead. Take him on to the bridge. Take him to the bridge. Can I take him to the bridge?
At the hook of the song, that's actually Bobby Byrd calling for us to get on up.
Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, stay on the scene, get on up, like a sex machine, get on up.
The use of this gospel-inspired call and response and vocal punctuations have inspired generations of hip-hop artists. You can even hear Brown's influence in today's ad-libs.
In the kitchen wrist, twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen wrist, twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen.
LA and I are going to write a song influenced by James Brown, and given the fact that I'm not that well versed in funk, I'm not sure what we'll come up with, but we'll give it a try.
Okay, so Nahre, I've had this beat in my head for a long time, and if James Brown was still here with us today, this is what I would give to him. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. Do you think you could add some James Brown flavor to it?
Something that has, maybe with a blues scale.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's
I
try
like
this.
that. No, I like going up. Yeah, going up, climb down. That's tight.
How would I articulate this to make it sound funky?
It could be like
because I'm listening to the notes.
Even if you added more space, like a bar of rest. You know what I'm saying? So,
Did you just offset it?
Yeah, he's like 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of vibe. Okay, so Mr. Moore, Nahre and I, we created a song that's influenced by James Brown.
All right.
And I'd love to play it for you and tell me what you think. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Did you hear any James Brown influence in there?
Yeah, that's definitely. I would say add some horns to that. Yeah, the horns will make it pop.
Yeah, that'll be that extra seasoning on it.
Yes, sir. What it is, let's make it funky.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments below what you thought of our song and some of your favorite funky tunes. Also, please subscribe.